can be completely still and still be moving. The earth doesn't ask permission. I sat beside the window for an hour, watching clouds negotiate with towers. Nothing asked of me, no hand to shake, no version of myself I had to make. The ceiling fan turned slow above the room. The light moved quietly across the gloom. And in that stillness something started through the sense that I was moving without choosing to. Not forward, not away, just turning warm. The way a planet holds inside the storm. I wasn't lost inside the quiet, I was found. Still moving, but without the rushing sound. Stillness isn't stopping, I can feel it now. Moving without motion, don't ask me how. Still moving through the afternoon, still turning underneath the moon. No destination, no delay, still moving, and that's enough today. Exhaustion with being behind, a body asking rest, a restless mind, insisting there was somewhere I should be, some better version waiting on for me. But the river doesn't stop to check its pace. It doesn't question if it's lost its place. It moves because that's what the river does, not proving anything, just simply because. And I'm more river than I ever knew, more patient, more persistent, moving through. Not every movement needs to make a sound. Still moving, even when I'm on the ground. Stillness holds the motion I can't see. Still moving, even when I'm just being me. Still moving through the evening light, still turning through the soft of night. No destination, no delay, still moving, and that's enough today. The stars arrive, no fanfare, no submit, and I am here as quietly as they are, still moving like a slow, uncertain star. There's no arrival I've been building toward, just the motion and the warmth it has restored. The world is full of things that move in place, and I am one of them, unhurried grace. Stopped performing stillness long ago, stopped waiting for the quiet as a show. Real stillness moves beneath the surface deep, a current running under half asleep. Still moving through the fading cold, still turning, not tired, not old, no destination, just today. Still moving, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Still moving, any other way. been my name. The camera can only hold one thing in focus. Maybe that's not a flaw. Maybe that's the whole lesson. I've been trying to hold everything in frame. The background and the foreground, both the same. Sharp edges on a life too wide to keep. A focus spread so thin it couldn't sleep. I used to think that clarity meant all, that every detail had to rise or fall in perfect resolution, fully seen. No blur allowed, no space between. But photographs that move, you have a choice. A single subject given all the voice. The rest falls soft behind, not gone, just still. Depth of field, not emptiness to fill. Let the background blur, it's still all there. Focus doesn't mean the rest should disappear. Depth of field, choose what's close, give the sharpest light to what matters most. Not everything at once, just this, just now. Depth of field is showing me how. Showing me how. The afternoon is golden in the glass. I let the farther details slowly pass into softness, into something kind. The blurred periphery of a cleaner mind. There's beauty in the out of focus world. The edges where the certainty unfurls into suggestion, into open space. Not everything demands a sharpened face. I point myself at what is close and true. The way the light falls here, the way you do. Whatever's real right now inside this room. Depth of field expanding like perfume. Let the distance soften, hold the near. What deserves your focus will be clear. Depth of field, choose what's close, give the warmest light to what matters most. Not everything at once, just here, just now. Depth of field, learning how. The sun has moved, the light falls somewhere new. A different subject brought into review, and I adjust, not forcing what was then, just finding depth of field again. The world behind me softens into tone. The world ahead, not yet fully known, but here, right here, this moment is in frame. And being present doesn't need a name. I spent so long behind the lens of should, trying to make every distance understood. But depth of field taught me the finest art. Sharp light belongs to one true thing at heart. Depth of field depth of field. Before the storm, there's a drop in pressure. The air gets honest. The body knows first. I felt it in my shoulders before noon. That low pressure feeling coming soon. Not dread exactly, more like atmosphere. The kind of shift that tells you something's near. The sky turned heavy, pale and almost green. The trees went still in ways I hadn't seen. And every creature found a place to wait. Not afraid, just reading what was late. I've learned to read myself the same way now. The drop in pressure, not the why or how. Just the recognition something's changing here. Low pressure isn't danger, it's just near. Low pressure doesn't mean the storm will break. Sometimes it's just the sky deciding what to make. Low pressure, slow the breath right down. Low pressure, let the feeling come around. Not every way means something's going wrong. Low pressure, this is where I'm strong. The rain arrived without its usual force. A soft persuasion, not a violent course. It asked the dust to settle, asked the ground to open up and let itself be found. And something in me followed the same lead. Release the grip on everything, agree. Let the low pressure feeling do its work. Not run from it, not let it go berserk. Just breathe into the weight until it shifts the way. The clouds eventually give gifts of rain that clears the heat and clears the air. Low pressure, I've decided I can bear. Low pressure isn't failure, it's a sign. There's something in the system needs more time. Low pressure, let the body know. Low pressure, this is how we grow. Not every weight means something's going wrong. Low pressure, this is where I'm strong. The storm moved through by late afternoon, left the world cleaner underneath the moon. The pressure lifted and the air was still, a clarity that only weather fills. And I was here on the other side of it, not broken by the weight, just more legit. More honest, more available, more clear. Low pressure was the thing that brought me here. Every system finds its balance in the end. The pressure builds so something else can bend. I used to fight the heaviness like the weather, let it guide. Low pressure, feel it, don't resist. Low pressure, you were never on a list. Not every weight means something's going wrong. Low pressure made me twice as strong. Pressure clearing into light. There's a warmth that doesn't ask for reason. It just finds you at the edge of the day. Copper light across the rooftops now. The afternoon is taking its last bow. I feel the heat still rising from the storm. A kind of fool that doesn't need a home. The traffic faced to something like a hum. The day is finally said all it can come. And I'm here, not waiting, not behind. Just following the current of my mind. Nowhere to be, no one to call. Just this slow warm feeling overall. Warm drift carry me through. Every color bleeding into you. Nothing lost, just gently rearranged. Everything familiar, slightly changed. Slightly changed. I left my shoes somewhere along the shore. The sand still holds the shape of what came before. The light keeps changing amber into rose, and I move with it wherever the tide goes. There's no conclusion I'm moving toward. Just breathing water and a shifting chord. The kind of peace that doesn't need a name. It comes and goes and always feels the same. No edge to touch, no end in sight. Just dissolving slowly into light. Warm drift carry me through. Every color bleeding into you. Nothing lost, just gently rearranged. Everything familiar, slightly changed. Slightly changed. The evening opens like an open hand. No urgency, just space to understand that every moment I rushed past before was already holding what I'm looking for. The bass is low and kind beneath my feet. The kind of rhythm that makes silence sweet. I'm not arriving, I was always here, just learning how to let the noise disappear. Maybe peace was never far, just buried under all that noise. Maybe all I had to do was listen past my own voice. Warm drift, carry me through every color, bleeding into you. Nothing lost, just gently rearranged. Everything I am, slightly changed. Amber light on quiet seas, warm reflections in the breeze. Day dissolves in gentle hue, night begins in tender blue. Lost along the sand, nothing left to understand. No rush, no claim, just calm the same. Evening drift, carry me near where the fading lines disappear. Floating where the stillness grows, resting where the daylight slows. Just time and space. Evening drift, carry me near where the fading lines disappear. Floating where the stillness grows, resting where the daylight slows. Stretch like lucid dreams. Night arrives without a sound. Peace in every breath is found. After the heat breaks, that first breath of cool air, that's the moment the whole body remembers what it is. The day it pressed its full weight on the skin, a kind of heat that gets all the way in. Not just the sun, the hours too were thick, with everything demanding fast and quick. But somewhere past the 6 o'clock, the air released its grip on everything it held there. The temperature dropped only by degrees, but it was enough to finally breathe. The jasmine opened wider in the cool, the street went quiet like a patient pool, and I stepped out into that softer world. After the heat, everything unfurled. After the heat, there's room to feel again. After the pressure, something close to peace. After the heat, the evening finds its voice. After the weight, the body makes its choice to open, soften, settle, and release. After the heat comes this cool peace. I've had seasons that felt like permanent noon. No relief, no shadow, no coming of the moon. Just relentless overhead and blinding clear. The kind of heat that makes you disappear. But heat is never final, I know this now. It breaks the way it always breaks somehow. Not with drama, just a quiet turn. The air deciding there was less to burn. And in that turning, something rearranged. Not fixed, not solved, but quietly exchanged for something softer and more like myself. After the heat, I came back to myself. After the heat, the space inside the chest. After the long days, room enough to rest. After the heat, the evening finds its voice. After the noise, the body makes its choice to open, soften, settle, and release. After the heat comes this cool peace. The children's voices carry in the cool, the smell of earth that's finally been through. The kind of evening only contrast makes. You have to know the heat to feel what breaks. And now I'm grateful for the pressure and the weight. Not because it's good to suffer, no, but wait, because the after is a different kind of here. After the heat, the world is more sincere. After the heat, I don't perform relief, I just receive it like the ground receives the first rain. After months of holding tight, after the heat, I open to the night. After the heat, the evening has a name. After the wait, I'm not the same. I'm open, soft, I settle and release. ready to just move.